in preparation for a potential tournament-style race between myself and the winner of my fall Symphony of the Night Randomizer tournament, I'm going to be practicing a couple of tournament presets. And throughout that, one of them that we wanted to try and practice today is safe logic. So because of that, I decided to name it backdashing only as a meme, because safe logic often... Hello? Controller? Hello? That was weird. I was supposed to dash by tapping left twice, but then it pressed down instead. So it's fine. We'll just start over and lose a minute. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a minute of time loss. No big deal. Yeah, what is a backdash? Exactly. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of backdashing. In fact, it's almost as if the entirety of the speedrun might just be backdashing the entire time. Also, what? Okay, cool. That was weird. There we go. We figured it out. Hydro Storm. Backdash with Soul of Wolf. Just give every character, every transformation, everything a backdash. Everybody gets a backdash. Hydro Storm. Welcome, Dragonite. Glad you can catch the stream. Still very stoked that we're streaming both on Twitch and YouTube now. Simultaneously. Twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, YouTube.com/DragonBlitz/live. For those live streams. Nothing but a pile of frame-perfect inputs. So true. Don't you just hate it when you mess up your frame-perfect backdash and you lose time? That's me every time. Interesting. We're one-shotting here. That's cool by me. All right, all right. Literally unspeedrunnable. This is safe logic. Safe logic has the item randomization as well, if I remember correctly, but that, like the item stat randomizer, the name randomizer. Javelin. Okay. Moving on. I can shield dash in real life. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for being able to do that. That is definitely a feat. All right, here we go. This is what we came here for. Backdashing only, except for when I need to jump. But other than that, we're backdashing, baby. If I drop any of my frame-perfect backdashes, I will reset the run, because that is time loss. Oh, God, there we go. It wasn't a backdash mess-up, though, so we're fine. It wasn't a backdash mess-up, so we are fine. It's all good. Ooh-wee. I mean, we should be doing item checks. I mean, item checks wins races sometimes. I'll do the smart item checks. AKA not the IQ check, because my IQ is not large enough. See, that's the thing is, you say I'm losing time, but actually, what if time is losing me? Have you ever considered the prospect that time is just an illusion? So if I do a speedrun, can we get any physicists in chat, all right? So if I do a speedrun on a spaceship, going at relativistic speeds, from the perspective of people back on Earth, the speedrun will have completed faster or slower? And is this a hack to get new world records? Yes or no? Slower? Damn it. Fuck. Okay. Is it slower for both peoples? How does this work? So then if I do a speedrun on Earth, meanwhile, speedrun.com is being hosted on a server that is on a spaceship going at relativistic speeds, then would it be faster? Einstein, help me out here. I'm just trying to cheat some world record cheese right here. Then I would be faster? Yes! Let's fucking go. We just need to send speedrun.com to space on a rocket ship going at relativistic speeds. Easy enough. Okay, nothing too special item-wise. We do get a random Vlad here. A shield would be nice. I think I'm gonna check out that sword now. Long-bladed sword. It's decent enough. Power of Sire. Smart potion. Okay. It's a rapier, but it's fine. I mean, it's getting the job done. What if you speedrun on Mount Everest? I think that's different, slightly, because it's like, I don't know, you're saving frames at that point. To be at a slightly higher altitude, to have less of gravity affecting you or something. Is that how that works? Therefore slowing you down less. Something profit. Probably less than a frame, guaranteed less than a frame. Like, even if you were speedrunning on the ISS, I don't think you save any time. Depends on the perspective of the observer. Oh, no. You're telling me it's relative? Oh, nobody told me relativity was going to be relative. Fuck. It's over. My speedrunning career of being the first relativistic speedrunner to get a world record is literally over. Oh my god. My 69! No, it's ruined! I could speedrun myself to travel back in time. Ooh, now we're talking. Hold on. Simply time travel will make this a lot simpler. All right. So I go back in time to start a speedrun. So I put the timer on the spaceship and send it to Alpha Centauri. Meanwhile, I stay on Earth. Something speedrun, something world record. Thank you, Scooby. Uh-oh. It's a little late on that. Damn it. Covenant Stone, Mystic Pendant. I believe these are sellables, so... Sword. Dark Blade. Isn't that what I started with? It was a pretty decent sword, it seemed, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad to switch over to that. I have money, so I'm gonna go in. Fuck it. What's the worst that'll happen? Forged by elves. Elves do be making some good swords. Both of these are sellables. All right. Boy, I do love backdashing. Forever and ever and ever. Only backdash forever and ever. Here's an idea. What if I start my timer right before I kill the final boss? Wouldn't that just give me the fastest time? What if I start my timer on the same exact frame that I beat the game? Wouldn't that be a 0 frame speedrun, aka perfect world record could never be beaten, unless you get into negative time? Hold on. So what if you start your timer after beating the boss? The world record would be negative time? Anyways, let's sell our stuff. Gravity boots, love to see that. Power of Sire might be worth buying. High potions. You know what? I'm gonna get like a couple of these for iframes. Christogram is not actually a Christogram. Stone sword. Stronger when bloodied. Can't afford it. Sword forged by elves again. There's 2 of those. Fire property shield might be worth just buying outright. Dragon helm. Intelligence, holy, moment, colored. Strength overall might be worth.
Thank you.
Yeah, we grab this. We grab this.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
I feel pretty good about this. Where's my shield? Did I not buy the shield?
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Farewell for now.
Yeah, what the heck? I thought I bought the shield. Oh, I bought the leather hat instead. Well, thankfully I still had money. We're good. Yo, what up, man? Thanks for the good luck, have fun. Welcome, Hroth Gargo, to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. Library card? Frick yeah, we're in business. Oops. Oh, God. All right, let's stop being bad, because this is supposed to be practice. Oh, I didn't check this yet? No, it's outer wall. Jesus, I am being bad. All right, I have to remember how to actually speedrun seriously. We've been talking about too much time travel, and I need to time travel back to a time where I wasn't bad at the game. Because if I lose the Thug finals of my own tournament, that would be kind of embarrassing. What about a setting that makes backdash go forward instead? Didn't Talik do that in Chaos like a long, long time ago? Again, a lot of these hack suggestions are technically possible, but the way you go about doing them and implementing them is tricky for a ROM hack. But theoretically, could be interesting for sure. Whoa. Should I just go actually back to castle entrance? I think that's the correct play. Yeah, go to castle entrance. Yeah, you guys are coming up with some great speedrun ideas. I'm gonna have to start writing those down. I could always do one of those YouTube videos that I've seen other people do, which is like trying your stupid speedrun ideas or whatever. Where I just make like a poll or like a thread somewhere and be like, hey, give me dumb speedrun ideas to make a YouTube video out of. And you guys could just come up with all sorts of reverse time shenanigans. That'd be fun. Come on. Yeah, I should probably just do those. There's a reason why every YouTuber under the sun does one of those videos. They're probably just fun. If I ever do it, I'll just have people submit it through Discord, probably. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Nothing in both? Wow, I got scammed, which means it's only Colosseum and Castle Keep left? Wow, okay. SotN chair percent? What, sit in every chair? Now we're talking. Hold on. Now that's a... Well, that's a duplicator. What's with the bloody zombies dropping the duplicator? I feel like this has happened to me like a dozen times over the course of speedrunning this randomizer. Like, how does this keep happening? It's insanity. It doesn't make sense. Bloody zombies, they always got the goods, man. Always got the goods. Well, now we have infinite library cards, which is actually fantastic. Rune sword. Okay, we don't know if that's actually good or not, but I'm getting a lot of random drops here. Oh, we have infinite power of sires, actually. That's pretty good. Now that I think about it. Anyone can join the Discord. My Discord is available to whomever. There are extra channels for Patreon supporters and like Twitch subscribers and stuff like that. But it's in the description of all of my YouTube videos. It's in the description of all my streams. You can type !Discord in the Twitch chat if you want to check it out there as well. The Discord's for whomever enjoys the content and wants to just hang out and show me stuff and post memes and post pictures of your pets mostly. It's mostly memes, pictures of pets, and every once in a while we'll have a discussion about stuff. I will grab that because that's out of Logic Flight. And it's also potentially a progression item, kind of. Although it's layer 2, which means it's not direct progression necessarily. This is weird. I'm trying to think. If I was counting complexity, how would I count this? Impervious to evil attacks is great. Let's put that on. Let's go ahead and Power of Sire for 56, no, 54. Do I have anything better? Ooh, javelins are great, actually. I should probably just be using the javelins. Feeds on enemy souls, rune sword. Okay, I think we just javelin it up. Javelins with 100 damage is great. Look at that! It was like 2 hits! Damn. Oh god. Yeah, no, the best part about the mobile release is the menu for sure. The menu is actually pretty... It was like completely remade for that version, which is the only version of SotN that's had a remade menu. Outside of, I guess, the Saturn version also technically had a remade menu, but it's not, like, good. Now that we have out of Logic Flight, what do we do with this information? I think the correct play is we go back down, we check gravity boots, because this is our most opportune time to do that. And then we warp to Outer Wall, which I didn't... No, I do have the warp for that. We warp to Outer Wall. Because flight is just going to be at... I believe it is guaranteed to be at Castle Keep then. It's going to be Lake Leapstone. Ah, it's nothing. I'll check those. It could be something good, whatever. I don't think doing all rocks is a great play right away. Mostly because we could always combine it later with some other stuff, so it could end up being more useful. I'm grabbing the warp on the way. Fire of Bat needs to get done at some point. It's... Well, actually... Grab the warp and then library card out. I don't think grabbing the warp and then library carding out is a good idea. I feel like it's too much time spent backtracking. It's an interesting idea. I don't hate it. But it's like, if I'm going in here to grab this warp, if I do all rocks, then I'm basically guaranteeing myself that I'll probably never use the warp, so grabbing the warp becomes wasted. No, I know what you meant. Grab the warp, then do all rocks, sword card, then library card out. But then it's at that point, why even get the warp? I guess to do caverns later, maybe. But who's to say that that's even the optimal play for caverns later? Also, I know for a fact that going to Castle Keep will be required, so I kind of want to just do that now. The warp for the rings. Yeah, but that's not even like, I don't know. I feel like that's not like, yes, it's nice to have it for the rings, but it's definitely not like, oh, you need it because of the rings are going to show up later, because they might not. Or again, it's just a tough call to make. Where at the very least, I can put it off until later, but guarantee that I'm getting something good right now by doing these checks right now. Because I know for a fact that Castle Keep has something useful. I think this is just a better value play because they are both equally likely to have, like, they're just flight locations, right? All rocks could be higher value because of the transformation, but also the transformation was found before flight, so it doesn't actually matter. So all rocks is actually just the same complexity layer as any flight location would be. Can we not die right now, please? I guess I should do this then. To make sure I don't die. But I think your route wouldn't have been bad either, Fran. I think both are equally valid. It just comes down to what you prefer. Mana Prism, perhaps? Elixir. Can I get a Mana Prism? Anti-Venom? Unfortunate. The real question is, are you skipping Grand Falloon? I probably should practice skipping Grand Falloon. I mean, who knows when skipping Grand Falloon is going to come up. If I know how my opponent likes to play, then maybe. What time is the race for third place? That is to be determined. We don't have a time set up yet. I guess this actually doesn't... This could be Jewel of Open. It doesn't have to be Flight. But it is guaranteed to be something. Ah, Jewel of Open. All right. Oops. And simply, I will find Soul of Bat out of logic, like I... and a Mana Prism right next to it. All according to Cake. See, my routing is simply just superior. Anyways, this is the backdash only preset, aka Speedrunning Symphony of the Night. So, you know. Baby seed indeed. So now we need to go to the caverns. However, that doesn't unlock anything on its own. So I feel like doing all rocks now is actually a fine idea. And I mean, pretty much the time it would take to backtrack through all rocks' quarters is the same time it would take to library card and then leave the library. So I think this ends up being basically the same distance-wise, especially now that I have Bat plus Mana Prism. I was going to put this off until later, depending on what I found, but now seems like a good time to do it. Yeah, the randomizer is a ROM hack. Essentially, every time you boot up the game, it, sorry. when you upload your file onto the randomizer website, it spits out a new file that is a completely randomized version of Symphony of the Night. So, for example, if you wanted to play it on like a burnt CD, it would only work for that one CD, would just be the one seed that you created. It's not a program that like actively randomizes the game as you're playing it. All 5 Vlad relics in the first castle, it seems. Very interesting. Very interesting. Owie. All rocks had the bone. True. I appreciate the boners for rising up. Progression is at Grand Falloon. It's technically possible. The things I'm most worried about is flight is going to be in caverns now, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's mist and then flight is at like Soul of Bat location. I guess that's also technically possible. So maybe I should be careful about purposely skipping what I believe is flight because it's not necessarily flight. That pentagram. We could also find Vanilla Merman statue that leads to mist, that leads to flight, that leads to rings or something? I don't know. Well, so far, flight actually hasn't unlocked anything that we found yet, right? Yeah, we haven't found anything that's been unlocked by flight. We've checked pretty much all the flight locations, right? Yeah. That's very strange, actually. I didn't need a second library card, but I picked it up anyways. So maybe flight on its own. No, flight unlocks Bat then, and then Bat might lead to Spikebreaker, and Spikebreaker has as part of the complex the chain. That's my guess. Because we haven't found anything that was locked by flight. So maybe Echo is somewhere earlier, like on this layer. Very strange. I mean, there's not much to do other than to just check the normal locations and fix. God damn it, I'm so dumb sometimes. I wanted to turn around, backdash, and then... Damn it, if you do it right, you should be able to throw the spears at the Scylla worm as it's coming in. And kill it while it's, like, still in the wall. That's what I was trying to do. Aren't catacombs flight locked? I guess, kind of. Yeah, gravity boots alone. Ooh, there's Echo. Okay, well now Spikebreaker is looking to be the next progression location. Yeah, it could be Power of Wolf, not Skill of Wolf. I guess the only thing that I'm worried about skipping now is a random ring. Because I have all the random Vlads. So I think it's actually in my best interest now that we've seen Echo to go straight to Spikebreaker. Essentially. And then we can check stuff on the way out and then library card, I guess, out if we need to. And especially if we find like a ring at Spikebreaker. So. Julius or Richter? God, I don't know. Don't make me choose. They're both just so cute. I'm more of a Ralph Belmont stan myself, to be honest. Well, here's Spike Breaker. Which does make me nervous that Flight is at Silver Ring and Mist is somewhere down here. But on the bright side, Mist and... maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. We won't know until we get to Spike Breaker location. That's just... Let me just put it on now to make my life easier. Wait, did it say impervious to... Okay. I was so confused. Yeah, Merman and Mist do have to be in the chain. I'm pretty sure in Safe Logic you can only have two, quote-unquote, like, non-direct progression locations. Okay, so that's what I figured. Second castle probably... You know what? I'm just going to go to second castle right now. Let's do it. Second castle has either Merman or Mist. We come back. There's rings, too. We're just going to hope that it's not the rings that lead to progression, then. Although we already found Echo and Spike Breaker that don't lead to progression, so maybe the rings are guaranteed, but both rings could just be in second castle. That's possible. To be fair, the only locations we're skipping are two in the caverns, one of which has to be Leapstone or Mist that leads to Leapstone, because Flight still isn't in logic yet. And because Spike Breaker was also on the same layer, that means at worst it's a random Vlad in the other Mist location. So if I'm skipping a Mist location, I'm fine. If I'm skipping Leapstone, I'm fine. The only punish is that, like, Grand Falloon has Leapstone, and Merman statue would then have a random ring and not just garbage. But that feels incredibly unlikely to me. One of the reasons I don't want to do left side is because one of the reasons why left side is bad when you only have one Vlad relic remaining and you know it's in the first castle is right side gives you access to the warp that's right next to the end of the game relatively early compared to the left side option. So because of this, I want to do right side so I can get that warp as soon as possible, especially because if I get, like, I don't know, Mist right away, I want to go to that warp location because I'm going to need that warp location anyways later. So, what am I doing? I need to fight Darkwing. I'm just hoping to find the random ring in the second castle, essentially. That's my plan, is find random ring in the second castle. I mean, I'll grab it. Power of Mist, I think, is always worth picking up. We may not get Mist right away, but it's just so useful. What just happened? It ate my input, he says, even though it was probably just a skill issue, but I want to complain. So I'm going to say it ate my input, even though it's probably not what happened. Maybe falling through the ceiling. I know there is a thing where if characters touch the ceiling, it, like, resets their inputs. So maybe I was pressing down, up, jump whilst Alucard was crossing through that barrier, and it considered Alucard his head touching the ceiling, and then it, like, cleared out my inputs, perhaps. That's probably what happened. That's another janky thing about this game is if your head like touches a ceiling, it like clears out your inputs when you're doing multiple input chains like gravity jumps and stuff like that. It's more prevalent in like Richter speedruns because in Richter speedruns you can bonk your head while doing like blade dashes and the blade dash won't come out. What is my opinion on Bloodstained? I made a tier list talking about like every Castlevania, Metroidvania game I've ever played, and I discuss it there. TLDR, it's like a solid 7 out of 10. Worth playing if you're really invested in the genre, but definitely not my favorite. Mostly held back by performance and like mostly performance and like bugs and stuff like that. I've never heard of 9 Years of Shadow, I don't believe. Gas cloud dropped by Akbadon. How fitting. All right. Well, we get the warp like we wanted. So hopefully after we get this warp, we just immediately find what we need. Otherwise, things are looking a little rough. Yeah, I've played Hollow Knight. I basically... My current percentage on my Hollow Knight playthrough is 111%. So I haven't 112'd the game. Right? 112 is the maximum percentage, if I remember correctly. Regardless, whatever the maximum percentage is, I'm 1% off. Essentially, I just need to finish the final gauntlet fight in the God Home DLC. And I just never got around to doing it. But I've played a lot of Hollow Knight. It's a fun game. Damn it. Bloodstained has had a lot of updates that were intended to fix issues, but the game is still pretty buggy, pretty janky. The graphics are still... They're the same old, same old. I didn't get a chance to play Liza P yet. I'm behind on the Souls-like games that I've been wanting to play. I still haven't even played freaking Sekiro, man. Do I want to hear something awful about Bloodstained? I mean, how could you say anything awful about the perfect 10 out of 10 video game, Igarashi's Vision, made with blood, sweat, and tears? In 1.0, the enemies can crit you? I didn't know that. Holy crap. What a good video game. Sekiro live stream. I've wanted to do one for like years now. I just have a feeling that a lot of... I feel like now my stream is in a better spot where I feel like I can play some other games every once in a while and it wouldn't be like super detrimental income-wise. But back when I got Sekiro, if I tried to play Sekiro, literally nobody would have watched. So I feel like I'm just like holding on to like the fear that I'm going to boot up Sekiro, then all of a sudden I'm going to get like 4 viewers. And that's going to make me feel bad. Oops. One more ring or merman or mist. Mist also does it. It's just spread out between 2 separate checks. It's also possible that the other ring is a random check or shared complexity with the mist location. Actually, that's not possible anymore. No, just kidding. I'm gonna skip creature. Ever consider doing Portrait of Ruin or Order of Ecclesia speedruns on hard max level 1? Probably not, no. I think I respect my time too much. I remember Romscout was trying to do that way back in the day, and I think his playthrough was reaching, like, the tens of hours. And most of it was... This is the Portrait of Ruin playthrough, if I remember correctly. And, like, half of that time was spent trying to fight the final boss. Because the final boss for Portrait of Ruin, like, you can just not do enough damage. And basically, the game is incompletable. Because there's the phase where, second phase, Death and Dracula are teaming up. And they do the hand-closing attack. If you're not doing enough damage during that phase, you instantly die, I believe. Also, this guy's being an asshole. Alrighty, freaking wise guy over here. It's my best weapon to use versus this idiot. You know what? Actually, Rune Sword might be it. This is the same issue. This guy sucks so much ass. This is literally okay. Come on, man. What a waste of my time. You can manip him to get around that. That is true, yes. The manips, however, are less of a science and more of a... I've done a lot of studying of the manips myself. Every time I play Portrait of Ruin, especially the randomizer. And I get to that point where I can manip him somewhat consistently, like 90% consistently. But getting the last 10% is like... I don't understand it. Sometimes dude just like breaks out of the manip. I don't know if you can use the Grand Cross for iframes at level 1. You might not have enough magic for that. Dude, are we getting punished by skipping Grand Falloon? It could be the merman skip, though, that also punished us. It was... And then we also skipped Grand Falloon, so I don't know. Or, sorry, Creature. We'll see, we'll see. They double hit Death. I guess his hitbox is thick enough to double hit him. So nothing has to be here necessarily. We could just be getting owned. However, we do have a save split to check Creature actually after checking Galamoth. So this is fine. He says, huffing a large amount of copium. Because we do have a save split for Creature at the end. Wait, this is Symphony of the Night? Yeah. I'm playing the Symphony of the Night randomizer right now. Exclamation mark rando if you want to learn more about that specifically. But yeah. And then I was trying to avoid that enemy. If you kill the frozen halves, the game like micro stutters. It's like annoying and also technically suboptimal. So there we go. I'm just gonna double javelin. System of a Down of Sorrow. You guys need Jesus. Is this the hit game by Konami named Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the hit console, PlayStation 1? Released in 1997? Surely we find something here. Hey, it's the Holy Glasses. Nice. Just what we needed. This game came out in 1997, yeah. So either I skipped a ring, which sucks, and I got owned for that, or it's that creature, and then left side also would be struggling because they have to get the to Beelzebub to get the other ring. So that's fine. Ah, I'm bad at the game, it turns out. Sometimes those hand-me-down games are the best ones. Sometimes. Damn it. I was trying to react fast enough to skip that. Yeah, imagine being young AF. AKA being born by the time Symphony of the Night came out. Ah. My suspicions? Correct. Easy. Easy game. I mean, it is a 50-50, which sucks, but I mean, with library cards, you always check this one first. Falloon probably has nothing at this point. Actually, is basically guaranteed to have nothing, because the last bit of bait was the random ring, and we found the random ring in the second castle, like I said it was going to be in. So we are actually A-okay. In fact, left side would probably be getting owned right now, because they would warp after grabbing Mist and be like, all right, cool. Find a ring here, and then be missing the rando ring, which is in the second castle at Beelzebub. So left side gets hyper punished. To be fair, we knew for a fact that in the caverns had to be something that led to flight or was directly flight. So that was the informed decision that I had behind skipping Grand Falloon and Merman Statue. I did end up skipping both. But it was an informed decision based off knowing that one of those had to be basically Leapstone or something that directly led to Leapstone, and if it did, then we were fine. Because we don't need Leapstone to beat the game. So we'll see. I think overall, my routing was actually quite decent. The only thing I got owned on was I could have done this a lot faster if I had done Creature. Because if I got the rando ring and then missed right away, then I could have just warped immediately. So I probably wasted like 5 minutes in the second castle that I could have skipped because I skipped Creature. But I mean, that's a 1 in 5. A 1 in 5, and sometimes you lose tournaments on a 1 in 5. It could have been missed into Leapstone. That was a possibility. Because Spike Breaker would have, or Soul of Bat would have been possible at that point, but then I wouldn't need Mist for the other one. Like, it would then mean that Mist would lead to basically nothing. What about a run with certain buttons disabled? Could I make a randomizer that just randomizes like 3 buttons on the controller that can't be pressed, and then I have to beat the game that way? Is that even... That sounds horrendous. I needed a library card, actually. I think that's the fastest way to get there because I don't have the shortcut. If it disables jump, I guess the jump button would have to not be disabled. That's the only button that I think... I'm trying to think. The buttons on the controller that I could beat the game without, the only button that is 100% required is probably the jump button. Any other button on the controller you get rid of, just that one button, I can do just fine. Because I don't need the start button. Don't need the map button. Don't need the backdash button. Don't need either attacking buttons. If both attacking buttons are disabled, then maybe we have a problem. Yeah, you need jump and one of the attack buttons. You can beat the game without Mist, yeah. You can beat the game with not a lot. You only need one transformation. If it's randomized, you might not need one transformation, but... Where am I going? I thought I had Merman. You can attack with Wing Smash. The issue is getting up to that point. Yeah, the D-pad is not a button, guys. It's a pad. Everybody knows that. However, if you, like, force me to not have Mist and then also disable the start button, then I think it's probably impossible. Probably. Because I would need to be able to go into the menu to get certain items to make the low percent possible. Huh? Where's Merman? We skipped Merman in the chain? Oh, Merman led to Leapstone then. Oh, thank God Merman was probably Vanilla Merman. Or Grand Floon was Merman. Either way, we dodged a freaking bullet. Yeah, honestly, our route was pretty much ideal outside of skipping Creature. Nice. Yeah, I didn't even consider that. Have I tried beating the game at 2x speed? Yes, I have. A long time ago, I tried to do that. And it was funny. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, execution-wise, this run was not perfect. But routing-wise, I feel pretty good about it. get in there. Beat the game at half speed? That's just torture. Are there any bugs or skips that I found myself? Mostly route optimizations. Almost all of the important glitches that exist for speedrunning were found before I started speedrunning the game. So it's not even like I had the opportunity to find any glitches for myself. Because this game has a very long story history of glitch hunters that have existed since the game's release. And I didn't start speedrunning the game until 2013. That's like nearly 2 decades after the game originally came out. That's like 15 years after the game first came out. So 15 years of people looking for glitches before I even started speedrunning the game. So I didn't really have a chance to discover anything. There's been small stuff that has been discovered since, though, obviously, but never by me. Beat the game with water physics? We did that. Didn't we do that?
Tribute. You steal men's souls.
I feel like we've tried a lot of miscellaneous dumb challenges throughout the years. It's just that most of them are unlisted on my main YouTube channel. So maybe we should just do them again so that that way they're on Dragon Blitz Daily. That'd be fun. Gil Zero, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that prime. Yeah, vial stacking being the most somewhat useful new glitch. But even then, it's only useful in randomizers. There's not a single speedrun category that would need or have use for it. Where's my second javelin? Javelins are crazy, man. There we go. What if I beat the game without challenging myself in any way and not posting it to YouTube? Hold on. That sounds like an impossible challenge. You're telling me I have to beat the game without clickbaiting some sort of horrible challenge idea and not post it to YouTube? Literally impossible. Never been done before. Can you beat Symphony of the Night without clickbait? And it's just a casual playthrough. GG, sub-hour. Sub-hour safe seed? I'll take that. That was actually pretty well routed. Not bad. Post it to Vimeo instead. Now we're talking.
How is it
that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And if you're watching on Dragon Blitz Daily, you should subscribe so you can watch more fun challenge ideas that we have coming up in the future and all of the other fun stuff we post here. And you can also watch live on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz or youtube.com/DragonBlitz/live. So join the live stream, and I'll see you then.